Do you ever feel like your mind is stuck in a loop of endless worry and stress? Or maybe you feel drained and empty, lacking the motivation to pursue your goals and dreams. What if we told you that there are certain habits that might be silently destroying your mental health without you even realizing it? These habits might seem harmless at first glance, but over time they can take a toll on your emotional well-being. The good news is that by becoming aware of these silent destroyers and learning how to break them, you can protect and strengthen your mental health and pave the way for a more peaceful and fulfilling life. So let's dive in and explore some of the ways you might be unknowingly harming your mental health and discover how you can break free from these destructive patterns. Chapter 1. Constantly overthinking. Overthinking is a habit that many people struggle with, often without even realizing its detrimental effects on mental health. It's that tendency to fixate on past events, mistakes, or future uncertainties, replaying them in your head and imagining worst-case scenarios. While some level of problem-solving and planning is necessary and even beneficial, overthinking goes beyond that. It's an obsessive and excessive mental rumination that can lead to heightened anxiety, stress, and emotional exhaustion. This habit can be triggered by various factors such as perfectionism, low self-esteem, or a lack of control in other areas of your life. However, the consequences of overthinking are far-reaching and can significantly impact your mental well-being. Firstly, it can intensify existing mental health conditions such as anxiety and depression. Overthinking creates a vicious cycle where anxious thoughts fuel more overthinking, leading to a heightened state of emotional distress. Moreover, overthinking can manifest physically, causing symptoms like insomnia, fatigue, or muscle tension as your mind races with worries and concerns. Furthermore, this habit can strain your relationships as you may become more irritable, detached, or hyper-focused on potential problems within your social connections. Ultimately, breaking the cycle of overthinking requires conscious effort and a multifaceted approach involving mindfulness, cognitive restructuring, and seeking support when needed. By understanding the triggers and consequences of overthinking, you can begin to manage this habit and protect your mental health. 2. Bottling up your emotions. Bottling up your emotions is a habit that can silently destroy your mental health. It's the tendency to suppress and conceal your true feelings, whether it's sadness, anger, or fear, and instead present a false image of happiness and well-being to those around you. While it may seem like a temporary solution to avoid discomfort or conflict, this habit can have serious consequences for your emotional well-being. One of the primary dangers of bottling up your emotions is that it prevents you from fully experiencing and processing your feelings. Suppressing your emotions doesn't make them disappear. Instead, it can cause them to manifest in unhealthy ways, such as through physical ailments or emotional outbursts. Additionally, keeping your emotions hidden can lead to a buildup of negative feelings that can consume your thoughts and impact your relationships. When you're not honest about your emotions with yourself or others, it can create a sense of isolation and disconnection. People may not understand why you're acting in certain ways or making certain decisions, leading to misunderstandings and strained relationships. Furthermore, bottling up your emotions can have a significant impact on your mental health. Suppressing your true feelings can lead to increased levels of stress, anxiety, and even depression. It can also contribute to a decline in self-esteem and a sense of hopelessness. Breaking the habit of bottling up your emotions requires self-awareness, honesty, and open communication. It's important to create a safe space for yourself to explore and express your emotions in a healthy way, whether through therapy, journaling, or talking to a trusted friend or family member. By learning to process and express your emotions in a constructive manner, you can protect your mental health and foster deeper, more meaningful connections with others. 3. Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is a habit that can silently destroy your mental health by perpetuating a cycle of self-doubt, insecurity, and low self-esteem. It's the constant barrage of negative comments and judgments you make about yourself, whether it's "I'm not good enough" or "I always screw things up." This inner dialogue can have a profound impact on your emotional well-being, shaping your beliefs about yourself and your abilities, and influencing your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Negative self-talk can lead to a distorted view of reality, causing you to focus on your flaws and downplay your strengths. It can create a sense of inferiority and make it difficult to believe in your own abilities, which can hinder your personal and professional growth. Moreover, this habit can contribute to heightened levels of anxiety and depression. When you constantly bombard yourself with negative messages, it can reinforce feelings of helplessness, hopelessness, and self-loathing. Breaking the habit of negative self-talk requires self-awareness, cognitive restructuring, and positive affirmations. It's essential to challenge your negative thoughts, question their validity, and replace them with more positive and realistic ones. By practicing self-compassion, seeking support from loved ones, and surrounding yourself with positive influences, you can cultivate a more positive and empowering inner dialogue that supports your mental health and overall well-being. Number 4. Lack of proper sleep. Sleep is a fundamental aspect of human biology and psychology that plays a crucial role in maintaining good mental health. It's during sleep that our brains process and store memories, regulate emotions, and restore our physical energy. However, many people fall into the habit of not getting enough sleep or engaging in poor sleep practices, which can have a detrimental effect on our mental well-being. One of the most immediate impacts of not getting enough sleep is an increased risk of mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. Sleep deprivation can disrupt the delicate balance of neurotransmitters in the brain, leading to heightened feelings of stress, irritability, and sadness. It can also impair our ability to regulate emotions, making it harder to cope with everyday challenges and setbacks. Moreover, lack of sleep can significantly impair cognitive function, affecting memory, concentration, and decision-making abilities. When we don't get enough rest, our brains struggle to process information efficiently, leading to decreased productivity, impaired judgment, and an increased risk of accidents. Furthermore, not getting enough sleep can weaken our immune system, making us more susceptible to illnesses and infections. Sleep is essential for the proper functioning of our immune cells, and its absence can leave us vulnerable to physical and mental health problems. To break the habit of not getting enough sleep, it's important to establish a regular sleep schedule, create a relaxing bedtime routine, and ensure a comfortable sleep environment. Prioritizing sleep and making it a daily priority can have a profound impact on our mental health, improving our mood, cognitive function, and overall well-being. Number 5. Isolating yourself from others. Isolating yourself from others is a habit that can silently destroy your mental health by depriving you of the social connections and support systems necessary for emotional well-being. It's the tendency to withdraw from friends, family, and social activities, often leading to feelings of loneliness, disconnection, and despair. Social isolation has been shown to have a detrimental effect on mental health, increasing the risk of anxiety, depression, and other psychological problems. When you isolate yourself from others, you may miss out on opportunities for emotional support, which can exacerbate feelings of loneliness and intensify negative emotions. Moreover, social isolation can reinforce negative thought patterns and beliefs, contributing to a sense of hopelessness and despair. Breaking the habit of isolating yourself requires conscious effort and a willingness to reach out for help and support. It's important to nurture your social connections, engage in activities that bring you joy, and seek professional help if needed. Prioritizing your mental health and investing in your social relationships can help you break free from the cycle of isolation and build a support system that uplifts and sustains you. In conclusion, protecting your mental health is an ongoing journey that requires self-awareness, resilience, and a commitment to prioritizing your emotional well-being. By understanding the silent destroyers of mental health and learning how to break these habits, you can cultivate a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Remember that seeking help and support is a sign of strength, not weakness. And every step you take towards nurturing your mental health is a step towards a brighter, more hopeful future. If you found this video helpful, please share it with friends and family who might also benefit from these insights. Your support in spreading awareness about mental health is invaluable.